It's a poisonous worldview. It denies the individual, the content of their character, and the merit of their work.
How concerned should parents be about woke indoctrination and critical race theory in schools, and what can they do to fight against it?
How concerned they should be is extremely. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, 12. I say that with no reservation. It's a nightmare.
We are the freest country in the world. Everyone, blacks, Latinos, women, LGBTQ, all minorities have equal opportunity under the law to achieve their dreams. Why don't we teach that and inspire students to that? You, in whom we've put our trust to instruct our children in math, science, and history, are instead indoctrinating our children with radical political ideology and rhetoric adapted from Karl Marx. These programs are aimed at turning our students against their parents. They're being taught to be ashamed of the United States, and that it's good to kneel during the national anthem. This works against the students' self-worth and identity by undermining their confidence. They can't speak their mind against such ideas for fear of retribution. Transgenderism and sexuality are not subjects for the classroom or library story hours. And mathematics is not racist, as some have claimed. In continuing this effort by the radical propaganda to dumb down our society in favor of emotional learning, you are helping to extinguish individual freedoms. And I say shame on you for not taking a stand against this communist agenda.
Equity sounds non-threatening and is easily confused with the principle of equality. Equality, as enshrined in our Declaration of Independence, is explicitly rejected by CRT backers that regard it as cover for white supremacy and oppression. Equity promotes equality of outcome, not equality of opportunity. Equity strives to segregate individuals by identity, particularly race, rather than ability, desire, and achievement.
The diversity instructors have been silencing your parental voice, driving a wedge between you and your child, all in the deceptive name of diversity and inclusion. Your role as an influential presence in your child's life has not been honored or revered. Scientific data is ignored. You are ignored. Do the research. Look at the study from Brown University entitled Parent Reports of Adolescents and Young Adults Perceived to Show Signs of a Rapid Onset of Gender Dysphoria. Read the findings of Abigail Schreier, who holds degrees from Columbia University, Oxford, and Yale Law School. There's a tremendous game of deception going on in our classrooms, and our children are losing their innocence, their ability to trust parents, and the freedom of being a child.
The words diversity and inclusion do not necessarily mean what people think they mean. Everyone would agree diversity and inclusion are valuable and important, but the devil is in the details. If you tell our ninth graders at Rocky River High School that society is made up of two separate groups, a dominant and a subordinate group, and the dominant group controls the subordinate group because of its unearned privilege, you are teaching critical race theory. Furthermore, if you identify the dominant group as the white middle class, you are teaching critical race theory. And I want to stop with the sugar-coated buzzwords. Let's go ahead and call them oppressors and victims. If you teach ninth graders that every person, including themselves, has to be understood in terms of a special social group, you're teaching them to see the world through a lens of group identity, be it race, socioeconomic status, gender, or ethnicity. Groupthink creates conflict. It pits one group of students against another. It's a poisonous worldview. It denies the individual, the content of their character, and the merit of their work. We are the freest country in the world. Everyone, blacks, Latinos, women, LGBTQ, all minorities have equal opportunity under the law to achieve their dreams. Why don't we teach that and inspire students to that? Let's teach our students to overcome obstacles. Of course, we want our students to be sensitive and respectful and caring and most of all kind, but surely our excellent Rocky River teachers and staff can foster these virtues without political indoctrination and rhetoric. Do we really need to write a check to the DCNEO for $72,000 to do this for us? And please, I'm ending. Finally, do your research, please. When you hear the words microaggression, unconscious bias, allyship, even social justice, please have a fair and balanced review of what they really mean. There are two sides to these coins, and the devil is in the detail. Please stop teaching the dangerous politics of group identity. The parents and taxpayers of Rocky River see right through it.
The truth is that the ideology of critical race theory, et cetera, critical theory behind that does come out of the attempt to figure out how to make a communist revolution take place. Whether it's going to be strictly Marxist is not likely to be the case. They call it liberationism. It has a new utopian endpoint that's not the proletariat owning the means of production. Its new endpoint is called equity. We're going to have a perfectly equitable
I've heard of that
society.
word before.
Yeah.